I didn't sabotage Twitter when Elon Musk is having a meeting with Donald Trump. I did not sabotage Twitter at all from Frank Donald. Hi.
There's our boy Frankie. Hey, everyone. Happy STENCIL Tuesday. He'll be showing up in a moment if you can hear me. I am just sitting here at the lovely Shea Gino in front of this lovely country fire. Shout out Jesse James. By the way, thank you, James Chatnesque. You subbed to the fun little level. Ooh, I got an alert from Chunk Headbands. You subbed to the fun little level that is, I don't even know. Oh, this guy gets it, which is nice. But again, tonight I'm dropping another one of those in hot water watch-alongs. Episode 3. That's when we really hit our stride. That is the debut of one guy who goes by the name of ISIS Faggot. And I cannot wait to have him by to once again defend why he was on and why I would have loved if fucking that ever got more traction and people had complained about it so we could point out exactly why he was done, exactly what we did there. But, you know, a lot of people said, no, we can't do that. Okay, maybe the person who was doing it said he couldn't do it, but it was a fantastic time. I fucking woke up. I started with the Frankie thing just because this is I will as well. And by that, I mean the fine people who send me stuff on the Twitter. I wish our boy Garrett was here. I wish Garrett was here so I could bring this shit up with him. Just and don't get me wrong, not that Garrett would care, but oh my God, look at this. Look at this shit. Oh wait, I did it wrong. It's the Dr. Fauci thing you saw yesterday, but it's literally, I mean, these are all, I don't want to, it's not even fun to say Gino was right anymore because everything I'm saying I was right about, millions of people were right about, yet we're still sitting here. We're still sitting here watching the fucking world tell us that Kamala's winning in the polls, which cannot be true. Cannot be true. But look at this. Look at this horse shit. It's the old how things started, how they finish, how they are now. Look at this shit. Dr. Fauci. Boom.
When people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected. Now, I got infected about 2 weeks ago. It was my third infection, and I had been vaccinated and boosted a total of 6 times.
Let's do it again.
When people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected. Now, I got infected about 2 weeks ago. It was my third infection, and I had been vaccinated and boosted a total of 6 times.
All right, one more time.
When people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected. Now, I got infected about 2 weeks ago. It was my third infection, and I had been vaccinated and boosted a total of 6 times. When people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are.
Jim, can I ask you something, Jim Stanton?
No.
Damn it. How about now?
Yes, now you can ask because I'm. Oh, okay. No. What's up? What's going on here? What's the problem? What's the problem? Is COVID an issue, Gene?
How am I supposed to watch that and not lose my mind? Here's a better question, Jim. How am I supposed to ignore that? Unless I've lost my mind. How am I supposed to look at this guy? By the way, if you guys aren't sure, Venmo, my boy's accountant at Dave D23.
Yeah, shout out a couple people did last week. Most notably, the great Mikey Sell, legend.
He's a legend, dude.
Good egg. Fueled my summer of Stancil weekend.
He supports my cigar habit. He also, out of the blue, he'll just throw $20. You know, like you can super chat a video. Like I'll just say, hey, I'll see a yellow thing on my video. It's like, hey, here's $10. Thanks, buddy. He's a goddamn
Good
hero.
egg.
As opposed to Fauci, who don't try and change the subject. How do you ignore that? And I'm not saying how do you ignore it. How do you ignore that? Jim, how do you wake up in the morning, live a normal life, and not say, do you see this motherfucking Fauci faggot?
I don't see it. What did he say?
I just played it 30 fucking times.
What did he say? Why is he still around? Didn't he get fired or die or something?
We'll never know why he left, but we know how he left. How did he leave? How did he leave, buddy? He left $12 million richer. That's how he left.
Oh, yeah. Well, he wrote a book.
So you're telling me, this is even better. You're telling me you didn't see this. You're telling me you didn't see this on the Twitter. What are you following on the Twitter?
Mostly breastfeeding, big butts, and racist stuff.
You're still following the breastfeeding.
Oh, the breastfeeding. I mean, if you thought I couldn't open my Instagram in public before, I was with my family for a couple days, and I just couldn't open any apps on my phone because it's just butts and breastfeeding and girls pretending to suck on penises. You know, it's good stuff.
So you're saying if I flood my Twitter with what is it, breastfeeding and what else?
Butts. Mostly butts. Lots of butts. Big butts.
Big butts.
You won't have to listen to this.
When people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected. Now, I got infected about 2 weeks ago. It was my third infection, and I had been vaccinated and boosted a total of 6 times.
Now, I'm going to ask you, because you're more open. You're a more open fellow. What are they trying to prove with that? What are they doing?
Well, they're clearly, and I obviously, for the record, I think, this is different. As far as everyone knows, I'm also a pure blood myself. I've never got the thingamajig.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Everyone at home, please stand up and clap. Thank you.
Well,
I'll wait for
I say this in the
but I think I brought this up here last week or whenever, a couple weeks ago maybe, that they're clearly ramping up the hysteria again. Just at my job at the Soccer Ball Comedy Club, we have people now over the last couple months. Never happened in the last year, and then all of a sudden, the last couple months, people call, "Oh, we have a COVID scare. I can't make it. Oh, I tested positive."
Are you fucking with me?
No, and it's happening. I talked to other people in.
Thank you for telling me that, Jim, so I can feel better about. Like, there's times like, why do you? You know, it's like I say this all the time. There's nothing left for me at the clubs, and I'm like, I think you're just saying that, Gene. I think you're just saying that because you're a fucking stubborn prick and blah blah blah. But there isn't, if that's the fucking world they're living in now.
Well, yeah, it's not the clubs. And I was going to say, I talked to other people fellow people with real jobs in service and other places, and they're saying the same thing. Like people more and more, I have a friend who works at a salon, and she was saying, yeah, same thing. Over the last couple of months, many more people calling that saying they have COVID, they can't come in. So I don't know what's going, there's some kind of, they're promoting it on some level, trying to make COVID relevant again. You do the math with an election coming up.
It doesn't matter if it's not about being relevant. It's about the people that are completely fucking broken. And despite everything we've seen the past 3 years, despite the fact that, watch this, despite the fact that Joe Biden has gotten it multiple times and allegedly didn't die, although I don't know which Biden robot we're on now, it couldn't even kill Joe Biden. Okay, right. It's done. And if you don't understand that, then you're broken. And by not understanding it, you're calling, I can't come in, I have COVID. Here's the question that you have to ask yourself. Whenever someone says I have COVID, you should say to them, how do you know?
Right. No, it's literally my line. Not like literally. I don't say that to customers, but that's what I think. Like, how do you, like, I wouldn't even think if I'm sick. And by the way, I untested. I got it once, and that was when you gave it to me and everyone else at your birthday party. And other than that, I've never gotten it.
Started to lie that someone came to the show and died. Let me tell you.
How many people have you killed?
I let me tell you, I got half a mind to fucking go into his chat today and be one of the 400 people that watch that shit show.
I haven't watched since the State of the Union. It's crap. I
honestly don't watch any of it anymore. And the beauty of it is, I look at it and the last straw for me was probably the steel toe fucking moron. I don't even know. It's just lazy slop nowadays, unfortunately. But what I was going to say is, after you killed many people and got me sick, but I think you are. If you you can't convince me that you're more susceptible to COVID if you're vaccinated. I've never been vaccinated. I got it once, and I've never. No, you're saying you can't convince me you're not more susceptible if you're
correct. If you got the thingamajig, the people that have the thingamajig are the ones who keep getting it. So you can't. I mean, it's pretty straightforward for me. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, if you can't tell, but
we've talked about this. It's a little thing I call the I had a lot of corollaries. I had the the American Idol corollary and the iRobot corollary. I've said countless times that when you get back, like in iRobot, the robots were supposed. Did you ever see iRobot?
The iRobot corollary, yes. And Frankie killed a bunch of people in a tunnel or something.
Frankie already said he had nothing to do with fucking up the debate. He'll send messages. He sends preemptive strikes now. Like, I'll get a message from him at like 11 o'clock last night. He's like, I didn't fuck up this Trump Elon Musk debate. I'm like, we didn't even make the video that you did yet, Frankie.
Right. Thou doth protest too much, as they say.
But remember iRobot? They're like, and I said that, I think I said this Monday or Thursday. The iRobot thing was the robots had the 3 laws and they protected humans, blah, blah, blah. And they couldn't kill humans, but they evolved. And by the end, remember the red ones are killing people to protect the greater race, and that's
the whites,
the humans. Oh. And they let the Jews and the NBA fucking suffer. But what the vaccine does, and you cannot convince me otherwise, and there was actually a study about it in, of course, the Epic Times, about how you get cytokine storms and stuff and all this. But the bottom line is if you get vaccinated and all these whatever mRNA things are like, look, we're going to stop you from getting COVID, right? And they try and stop you, and you keep getting it. After a while, they're like, you know what? Let's just keep giving him COVID till he fucking dies. And that's what they want to do, because in that capacity, this guy's too weak to survive. Let's kill the rest of the fucking the people that can't beat COVID, so the people that don't get it are safe. That's what I honestly think. And they talk to us in the community, and somehow 3 fucking years later, people are still saying what you're hearing. I got COVID, I can't come in. How do you please promise me, everyone out there, promise me that whenever someone says they have COVID, say, how do you know? And then they'll say, I tested positive. Why?
Gene, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I don't know what you did to your mic or something during all that. But
God damn it.
There you go.
No, it does that. I don't know what. I tightened everything.
Yeah,
I'm done. I don't know.
We heard what you said. It just sounded like shit, but we heard you. Yeah.
No, it's no good if it sounds like shit. This is like a fucking expensive mic.
Yeah, I got that mic. Yeah, cool. Mic, guys.
Yeah, but yours sounds great. Mine apparently sucks a giant dick.
I'm great.
You are great, buddy. But all I was saying was, if someone you heard that, basically, if you get the shot and you keep getting COVID, the shot's going to be like, this guy keeps getting COVID. I can't let him give anyone else COVID. Let's really keep giving him COVID till it kills him. And it won't, because it's COVID and it's a giant fucking cunt. But it won't. But now, when people call and say, I can't come in, I have COVID, you have to say, how do you know? And they'll say, I got tested. And then you'll say, why did you get tested? And you'll say, oh, wait, I know why you got tested, because if you get tested, then they'll have data and they can say more people have COVID and they can scare the remaining stupid fucking people. I asked my buddy Peter Feliciano once, I'm like, did you ever get COVID? He goes, how would I know? And I'm going to tell you something. I've never in my life tested positive for COVID, but I'm sure I had it. I got it after that fucking, or whatever, before or after that fucking birthday party thing.
Sure.
But it should be talked about like the flu. No one ever said, oh, I tested positive for the flu. They felt bad. They said they had the flu. And this is what fucking they're going to try and shut down the world with again. That's what you're hearing out there. I don't go outside.
That's what I'm seeing out here, folks. A lot of more masks, a lot more pussies. But what are you going to do? We live in a...
Come on. How well do they pay at that job that you can't say, what are you, a cunt?
Not they pay me well enough to not call someone a cunt.
What do you think you could call them?
On the clock? Yeah. I mean, I would call them just a pussy if it was just me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I just
club, you could get away with it, right? You're like, I'm just joking. It's a comedy club, you fucking cunt.
That's great. Great idea. No, I don't. It's just bizarre to me. I guess I'm so far removed from it. It's just totally bizarre that people even care about COVID. I'm so far removed from giving a shit, No offense, but I haven't gave a shit for 4 years. I haven't gave a shit since it started, which is the only reason I gave a shit, because I was like, why the hell do people give a shit?
I've said this.
You know what I mean? So I'm so far removed. I just don't even. I don't. But you got to be aware of it, because it's the freaks we're on the planet with. So I don't know.
I don't even think you do anymore.
Yeah. Look what I found.
What do you got, buddy? Oh, is that from the comedy club? Is that your Wilson thing?
I just found that. I literally found this on the sidewalk.
Come on.
Yeah. It's the official Castaway Wilson volleyball, folks. Isn't that unbelievable, folks?
Watch this. This guy will explain everything to us. Garrett, explain to me how when someone calls and says they have COVID, oh, Jim likes to be there. Aren't you allowed to say, how do you know? And then when they say I tested positive, aren't you allowed to shit on them and say, why would you even get tested?
At your job, Garrett.
100% correct. That's my first question every time. It's like, how, you hear about someone, you're like, how did they even know?
And they call them like, a pussy, right?
No, you don't do that, but you're just like, why? Why would you get tested?
Well, Jim, or excuse me, our buddy Wilson here is saying fuck. It might be easier with a turtle.
I dropped it. Bit's over.
Our buddy Wilson, who, he goes outside. He lives in public. He leaves the house. He says when he's at the Soccer Ball Comedy Club, he's getting, a lot more pushback. And people are like, I can't come in. I have COVID.
Wilson said this?
Can't make the show tonight. I got COVID.
See? Wilson said this.
And also, I'm gay.
There you go.
Any dicks around here?
Let me tell you, you can say gay.
Can't say gay. Not in California, Gene. Or Florida, whatever the fuck. I don't pay attention to anything. I'm a ball.
Why can't you can't? No, that's I'll tell you where you can't say. You know where you can't say.
Don't say gay. It's a law.
You can say gay, but I'll tell you where you
gay.
I'll tell you where you can't say faggot in Major League Baseball. Did you see this guy?
Can you say it on YouTube?
Do you think I give a shit?
I'm a ball.
Did you see this guy got banned for 2 games for calling a guy that?
Was it me?
Jaron Duran, who I can honestly say I never heard of, he got 2 game suspension for directing a homophobic. It's like a gay dude that doesn't manscape. A homophobic slur towards a fan during Sunday's game. He lost 2 days' pay, and for a baseball player, that's a pretty good chunk of change, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I had McDonald's last night.
You don't have the video?
Yeah, where did you take it out of a microwave after 3 minutes?
No, it was fresh. I think it was the first time at McDonald's in months. I literally have pooped 4 times today.
Red Sox president Sam Kennedy is hoping that the suspension can help lead to changes in how players are educated about speech. That shouldn't concern any of us. That shouldn't bother any of us.
I yell faggot all the time when I go to baseball games. Even as Grimace, I was yelling at a guy that he should say faggot more.
Yeah. I can honestly say I yell it quite often, but I never find a gay guy. I don't even know any gay people I hate. Bo and Yang, maybe. I'd have to hate a gay person for me to yell that at him in a hateful way. You understand? But
yeah.
I don't. I don't hate my own kind. I don't. But if you yell,
what was the context? Did it say what he yelled it at a fan?
He was at bat, and the fan was like, "You need a racket. You need a racket." It's like 3 times, and then the guy was just like, "Shut up, you fucking faggot."
Good. I'm gonna buy his jersey.
Yeah. Now, what does it have to do? Like, I could see if he said, "Oh yeah," and he walked over to the stands, found a gay guy, and punched him in the face. That'd be hateful. That would be hateful. But when you're fucking a guy making 6-7 figures playing baseball, and some guy comes to the game, he has every right to yell whatever he wants. And let me tell you, if a guy, you think if I'm at a game and fucking, at the Soccer Ball Comedy Club and a big star like Jim STENCIL yells, "Shut up, faggot," I'm not going to be like, "Dude, I got to him so good. He yelled this at me." Do you think the fan was like, "I'm so hurt"?
Also, what does "you need a racket" mean? Is it a UK Mets guy at the game? What the fuck does "you need a racket" even mean?
Like to hit the ball.
Yeah.
You need a big racket to hit it.
It has to be some kind of immigrant. I mean, what the hell kind of weird thing to say? You need a racket?
Yeah, I've never heard that jeer before.
Jeer. September 22nd, Sunday, September 22nd, last home Mets game of the year. I'll be there with bells on in my section there in left field, hunting for home run balls, folks.
I don't even know how the Mets are doing because the Phillies started winning again.
We're in the wild card, but we're cooling off. I don't know. I'm not very hopeful, but anywho.
By the way, Bob Fanta Patrice, I will take your advice. So he says it's not the mic's fault. You need a mic stand that positions your mouth hole near the mic. Look, my mouth hole is near the mic. Is that better? Is everyone happy?
I was sent the the official mic holder for this thing from the great and powerful Vinny Cash, and I can't figure out how to fucking use it. It's like a catapult. It either goes under the table or like 3 feet above my head, and it seems like an expensive thing, but I can't figure it out for the life of me.
Well, speaking of Vinny Cash, I saw a clip. Me and Keanu are hanging out last night having dinner. Delicious, baby. Thank you so much. She made me steak and something. What was I going to say? And suddenly it says Ski Mask is live. So I think maybe I'll see you. Maybe I'll see Courtney. No. Fucking Ski Mask is in some nice pad playing fucking pool.
Pocket pool. Yeah, that's up on the Patreon right now. No longer available for free for you pieces of shit. $3. You can go watch it right now, right after this, of course.
Yeah, we need
to always be selling out here, Gene.
What's that?
Always be closing. Patreon.com/Ski Mask Media. $3 gets you everything. I uploaded my live from Rhode Island from this weekend today. Ski Mask from last night. Not available out there anymore.
Live from Rhode Island.
Thanks for the plug. I was in beautiful Narragansett, Rhode Island. The Summer of STENCIL tour continued Sunday and Monday. Just got back late last night.
Did you get any hot dogs?
No gays, thankfully no. This place I know. I've been going there my whole life. I knew there was not many gays.
No, I mean real hot dogs.
No, got clam cakes.
Ooh.
Clam cake, Rhode Island clam cakes, the goat.
That does sound good.
Sounds like something you do when you go out drinking and gone out and getting some Rhode Island. You get any clam cake last night? No.
Got that too. Yeah, I was drinking for 2 days. I'm a little drying out today, but anyway.
By the way, watch this segue. By the way, looking to fly to New York for the September 7th show. September 7th, when we will be at the Cutting Room, everyone.
There you go. Always be selling. Always be closing.
And I don't mean to brag, but apparently we're at the Cutting Room. Can you see this? I'm taking you down, Bob. Thank you so much. There's also there's a Taylor Swift. Broadway sings Taylor Swift at 8 o'clock. We're the 10 o'clock show. Look at that.
There's also a fully blank page on there. What the fuck?
Look,
where are you? There you go.
Better? There you go. Look at that. I'm just showing you that where we were. Is that better? Look at that pretty artwork.
Well, I think you guys talked about it on the show. I've been obviously running around for the last few days, but why don't you have Garrett and Steve host it?
We were talking about that.
That's what I thought I saw.
We were talking about that, but Garrett and Steve, they get a little. They feel like they'd have nothing to say, but they might show up, right? You guys will swing by.
No, Gino wanted us to go on stage like stand-ups. We were like,
not like stand-ups, like Garrett and Steve. I think the fans would love to see you.
And just have a conversation for 10 minutes?
Yeah,
literally.
You do that. You guys should host it.
Yeah.
Hosting wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, host it. Don't do it. A set would be something because then you have to have stuff.
Yeah.
Who do you have? Who's going to host it?
I don't even know. I thought like it was going to be, I don't know. That's a good question. I just assumed, but I didn't get this from everyone. Like if it's Cowboy, I thought the band would be up there the whole time. They'd bring up comedians. But that's just what I thought. I'm probably wrong.
The band's not going to want to be up there for 2 hours.
Who?
The band?
Well, bless you, I think.
What's going on back there?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. You mean the band? Rick Monroe and the Hitmen? Look how I did that, huh? How am I doing, Stancil? Look at that.
Is that a
Rick
vinyl?
Monroe and the Hitmen, buddy? Huh?
Is that a vinyl?
6 Gun Soul vinyl. What color is it? What color is it, Garrett? They're all different colors.
Yellow.
What color's mine?
Purple.
Orange. And I didn't even ask for orange. You just gave me orange. How great is that?
That's great. What are you going to play that on?
Nothing. Should I buy, honey? Should we get a record player? Should we get a big?
Yeah, get more crap.
Controller?
Yeah, throw some more crap in that room. Good.
I think plenty of room here.
Have you talked to Bill Schultz?
I drank with Bill Schultz Wednesday.
How is he doing with is he job hunting again since Meade fired him?
And go. What happened?
Call Mead. Apparently, he showed up drunken in flip flops to an engineering job, and he had to let him go his second day of work.
You're lying. You're lying. I'm calling. This is me fumbling for the phone. I'm laughing so hard.
But don't take my word for it.
What's that?
Don't take my word for it. Maybe he was being hyperbolic, but give Mead a call. See, but yeah, apparently.
There's no way he'll answer. There's no way.
You want me to call him? Probably won't pick up for you.
Call him.
Let's get him on the horn, folks. This is a real show, by the way, and I respect you, gentlemen, for doing a real show, both of you.
Thank you.
Here we go. We're calling.
Oh, good. I can't even find my phone. I'm laughing too hard. Louder, Marcia.
He's got that stupid case on his phone.
Yeah, Garrett loves my
That
case.
keeps it. That makes it float to the top when a guy on a jet ski wearing a leather jacket finds
That
it.
lady emailed me this weekend. I never emailed her back, asking if I ever got the phone.
Are you kidding me?
Didn't pick up. She's probably doing a real job. Yeah, Carla from Puerto Rico emailed me. So what a nice lady.
What a nice lady.
Didn't ask for any money. Just wanted to make sure I got the phone.
I'll try calling him as well. Now that phone, he won't answer. But you're telling me that Bill got fired. Come on. Why don't we
Again,
call Bill?
Yeah, he was brutally let go, viciously terminated from employment.
First of all, this story can't be true because Bill can't show up. Can he?
I don't know. Apparently, he did a good day's work. I saw that you saw this. I saw the same picture you saw of him in a vest. So he must have been. At least he put a vest on.
Never answers when you call him.
And I like how his White Sox are historically one of the worst teams in the history of baseball this year.
They won their first game under the new manager yesterday. I'll see if Bill wants to do Whiskey Wednesday tomorrow.
Shout out St. Ranger, by the way. I used his blanket at the beach over the weekend.
Shout out St. Ranger. I used his thermos today to drink coffee out of.
Shout out St. Ranger. I have a knife he sent me in the glove compartment that I can use.
Shout out St. Ranger. I had a knife, but Keanu lost it at customs.
Well, shout out St. Ranger. I have a fire starter kit that he sent me in my go bag.
Shout out St. Ranger. Tosca has an awkward conversation.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
Now, what does Bill Schultz do during the day? Obviously not work for Matt Mead.
Not anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know. What does he do? That's kind of scary to think of.
By the way, Tosca 120, thank you for the €2. By the way, Gino, thank you for the $20. Chris Subdivisions Baldessano was hanging out with Kumia this week doing karaoke somewhere, and with brother Joe. Gino hasn't showered in weeks since he can no longer get in the bathroom on the 9th floor. They're apparently nuclear testing outside Garrett's window. Stancil, put that mic stand down. Mic stands up for closers, you son of a bitch. I will say this about the showering. I shower right before I do the show every day. Like, I literally go from the shower, I literally put on the spinny shit that says coming up in hot water, and then I jump in the shower and we go. Like, that's as close as I can come to a routine now.
I took a spinny McDonald's shit just before the show.
Hey, Garrett, how high did you and Steve wind up getting last night?
Not that high. It was just like a good start off kind of thing. We didn't drink that much.
What was it again? Catch these guys bottom banner. You'll see them tonight, 8:00, in front of the most iconic wall in all of podcasting.
Get me out of here. I don't want to be first.
Sorry, buddy. My bad.
Thanks.
So wait, what was it they sent you? I still don't understand it.
It was pretty much like weed juice. Non-alcoholic weed juice.
How much THC?
There's like 170 milligrams in the whole bottle.
And you split it or you each had one?
We just took like 2 shots each.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So it was like 20 milligrams each kind of thing.
I remember I had my first weed soda in Washington State years ago now when I went backpacking out there. And I took it before I got on the ferry to cross the Puget Sound, folks.
Ooh.
And I could barely drive my car when I got to the other side. I was not ready. I did not read the label properly. And then I had to go into the woods.
How much was in there?
It was probably about the same. It was way too much. I didn't read it properly, I don't think. Yeah.
By the way, Can you guys do me a favor and laugh? Chris is mad we didn't giggle at his thing.
Boy, can that guy sing.
By the
No,
way,
Chris blew me off this weekend. I was supposed to do his show, and he just never reached out.
what was he supposed to do?
I was supposed to do his show on Saturday.
Totally blew you off? No link, no sorry?
Nothing, yeah.
Piece of shit.
You think you fucking know a guy. You really do.
What a
But I guess
scumbag.
not. By the way, speaking of driving, yeah, the car. I knew it. The car. I know nothing about cars, and I knew mine needed a new clutch.
Oh, yeah. What's the update? Did that guy fucking hose you for another $1 trillion without you asking a question?
Let me tell you, he might, considering how much I've worked in the how many gigs I got coming up this month, he might as well charge me $1 trillion. Just as likely to see that. Just as likely to see that money. But yeah, so now my car's. I love that car, but now it's on watch because I literally had to get a new clutch. So now if something goes wrong in the next
New clutch.
What's that?
New clutch. Isn't that like $2,000?
No, not with this guy because he felt bad that I already gave him $1,000 fixing stuff that apparently wasn't broken with it.
So where's the car?
What?
You have the car?
No, he's putting a new clutch in it. Although I will say this, it pretty much went right to fucking form. Like I looked somewhere up. Chevy Sonic clutch. How long do they usually last?
20 years.
Mileage wise, I'm telling you, it's like I saw how much does it cost? What's the most common? Lasts how long? I think it literally said anywhere from 70,000 to 110,000 miles. And I think mine lasted literally. There you go. Similar to brake, clutches do not have a recommended replacement mileage. They do wear out, but some will last over 100,000 miles.
It's an automatic, right?
No.
Ugh.
What's now? Let me point. And
How do
this
you have a
makes me feel better.
manual Sonic?
Like that.
So he could buy a clutch.
So you could fucking ruin a clutch? So you could strip your fucking clutch on a fucking car with 120 horsepower? You know, why are you getting a manual? You don't get a manual Sonic. You get a manual Porsche.
No, you get a manual car. You get a manual Porsche. Thanks, dude. Trust me, a lot of people don't. You're proving my point.
Yeah, you need to get that power to the back wheels as fast as possible for that Sonic.
Yeah, for when you're going up the steep hills of Manhattan. You want to go to the lower gear to get the torque on these steep
By the way,
Manhattan
Gabe,
hills.
This will make you giggle. Gabe is right. Fucking Chris needs a goddamn racket. for
Get him
these.
a, yeah. I'm going
You
to
need
call
a
Chris a
racket,
faggot if he keeps it up.
Like you laugh. No, anyone, dude, it's more fun. And I said this yesterday. Like it is, I went into the guy, I'm like, I'm miserable because I love driving that car. I've always, the first car I ever had was a 1980 Toyota pickup.
You're talking about it like it's a 68 Corvette or something.
Oh,
Just like old in hot water.
Boy, I love driving that thing. Oh, what do you got? You got the new Lamborghini. You got the 72 Mustang. Oh, it's a Chevy Sonic with a blown out clutch.
So you're saying, and this is where you're wrong. You're proving my point. Like it was.
I'm never wrong. I'm never
Sonic
wrong.
is a little. I've said this countless times. It's a little go-kart. It's a 4-cylinder go-kart. But when you drive a stick, you feel the fucking car. It's fun.
I understand, Gino. I do. Joe, I understand what you're saying. I like driving a manual, but it's just
I'm just gonna keep.
It's a
it's
Chevy
more of a
Sonic.
novelty kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Not
yeah,
a
it's fun to.
novelty.
What's the point of it?
If you're in the chat, tell me if you have a stick. What do you?
Oh, boy.
It's fun to drive a stick. The first car I
Yeah,
ever had,
somebody's gonna
Especially
clip
in
that.
traffic. I love
no,
traffic.
it's tough driving
sticks.
in traffic, but that's why I never drive in the city. I take the subway, you know. But it's fun to fucking drive and open it up on the highway. 4-cylinder.
Open it up.
You know what? You know, we should all drive a fucking
That inline 4 you got?
You know what we should all do? We should all get in our fucking automatic car. Actually, we should get in the car that doesn't even have a stick anymore. It's got a little knob. A little electronic knob and set it to D and then go to the doctor to take our COVID test, you fucking faggot.
Garrett, what did he
You
say?
are,
Open
you're
it
not
up?
gay. You're acting
know.
like idiots.
He opens it up to 65 on the highway.
You put the do you put a towel down on the passenger seat for when Keanu's vagina gushes liquid out when you open that orange Sonic all the way up? Hear that fucking engine roar.
You know what? You gotta put you there. How do you like that?
When the weed whacker guys come around.
You're wrong. Anyway, normal people understand what I'm saying. Like old school.
Normal.
Drive it. Look, yeah.
I like driving a stick, but I wouldn't.
I've driven many Ford F350, 750, 35, all stick.
Yeah, those are real cars that you should have a stick for. That makes sense.
That makes sense. It's a truck where you might need the gear ratio to help you out.
Suck it, Joey Dago. I could put the Sonic in the bed of my truck. Well, I could have used your truck yesterday to drive it to the goddamn shop. I don't care what anyone says. It is fun to fucking drive a stick. It is.
That's good.
And you feel like you're part of the car. Whatever. Look, I had a Toyota pickup. It was a stick. That's what I learned on. Then I got a Jeep. It was a stick. Is that okay? Should a fucking Jeep be a stick?
I learned to drive on a Nissan Xterra stick.
Really?
Yeah.
I learned to drive on a Ford Tempo stick.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah. And it's more fun. It's no fun driving an automatic. So I had that. Then I had a Jeep. Then I had a Golf, which was a stick. And then I got this Volkswagen EOS, which was automatic with Tiptronic, and it was so gay. It was so lousy, And then I got this car, and this is my favorite car ever. And I needed to not have any problems for like a year to make this worth it. Otherwise, like I should have just. But I can't let go. It's orange. It's adorable. Thank you.
But what kind of clutch maybe lasts 100,000 miles? Like, shouldn't a car last that long? What are you making parts that won't even last for the life of the car?
What? No, like the clutch is. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, all I'm saying is I need that clutch to last another 1,000. Well, the fact I got 110,000 miles out, it makes me very happy about it. Although I got to be honest, I was not happy with it was running fine until I took it in. But you can't just break a clutch that quickly.
Now, did you even really need the ignition coil and the spark plugs and all that?
Well, I think regardless, I think that's why he fucking cut me a deal on it. Like it normally costs 1,500. He's like, I'll do it for 1,000. But what am I going to do? What am I going to say? What am I going to say to Faversham? His V6 6-speed for 17 years, driven only stick since 1985. Mr. Faversham. Oh, a Honda Accord? Why would you have a stick for a Honda Accord? Because you're a fucking DUDE man. That's why.
How many gears does a Sonic have?
6, bitch.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. Well, right now, 0. Right now it has 0 gears. Right now it has 1, neutral or idle. But when it's running, it's got 6.
When you pop it into 6 gear, is it like a moment?
Oh, dude, well, that was the other thing I knew. That's how I knew the clutch was gone. Because in low gear, it was just, I told you, we were doing this already. Fucking the RPMs was a mess. And then when I was driving to fucking Connecticut for my Big Elks gig this weekend, and there's no traffic on the way home, I'm like, all right, let me see. And I'd put it in 6th gear, and it's like
took off.
It didn't do anything. The fucking RPMs were fucking, it was, to quote Joe Namath, it was struggling at 75 miles an hour. Normally, it just cranks up to 80 or 90. It does. It's a good little fucking go-kart, So, yeah, it's done.
Yep.
So that's where I am. But again, I'm sure it'll be
strip
fun.
the clutch.
What's that? I didn't strip the clutch.
Who did?
I'm telling you, 110,000 miles is pretty fucking amazing for a clutch. I don't remember. I had the super truck we had. Yeah, I don't know how many miles.
Car Talk. Remember that show, Car Talk on NPR? Those two
so
old guys?
Good.
Loved that show as a younger man.
I'm not a fan of cars, but I could listen to that all day.
Click and Clack the Tappet Brothers. Remember, Gene? It's a good show. I always used to listen to it in the car with my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. They were so knowledgeable about everything. People would call up and be like, "My car's making this sound," and they knew what it was.
Yeah, it was weird. And that was pre-internet. It's not like they were cheating. Not like they were cheating on their phones and stuff. Yeah, that was a fun show. Remember, Gene?
No, because Car Talk.
You didn't listen to NPR?
No, it was originally a radio show.
Yeah.
That ran
Are they
on
alive?
Public radio from fucking 77 till 2012 when the Magliosi brothers retired.
Yep.
Tom died at 77 with Alzheimer's. I think that's the guy working on my car, the guy with Alzheimer's. That's the fucking guy.
Those shows at the end must have been fun.
Guy wouldn't show up. What happened? I can't remember where I put my car keys. What?
Wow, what noise? What's a car?
It doesn't seem. Well, that's what I'm dealing with. And I'll get that back tomorrow or Friday. Wait,
How much?
What's that? I'm telling you, $1,000. He said he's like, I'll only charge you $1,000. I'm like, what am I gonna say?
Fuck
You know?
off.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Didn't he just pay him for stuff last? So did the stuff you need last week, did you actually need it?
I think I needed the first one. I don't know. I needed the first one because
The linchpin?
Yeah. The what was it, Garrett? Knibbler pin.
Knibbling pin.
Right.
The knibbling pin, fucking that thing's solid, but everything else not so much.
Well, that's great.
Fucked on the knibbling pin. Oh God! Did anyone see our boy? Can I get a Gino was right about this? By the way, did you see the Colbert clip going around?
Nope.
You were right.
You're right. Yep. Actually, yeah. You know what? You're right. Let's move on.
Again, we're all right. This, like I showed the Fauci clip. How is anyone still this stupid to think COVID was ever a thing when Fauci, matter of factly, they show him side by side? And what did I say about Colbert? All he does is wait for people to read the applause sign and laugh, right?
Yeah.
But here's my question.
You're right.
Here's my question to you, gentlemen. Without the applause sign, what happens when people are forced to think for themselves? Would you like to see?
They get COVID.
How would they know? How would they know?
I did a pregnancy test last week.
Look at this. Okay. Caitlin Collins. We never heard of her, right? We don't care, right?
I might care. Let's get a good
Yeah,
one.
we care.
All right. Listen to the like Stephen Colbert says one thing, and without the applause sign, people don't know what to do. Watch what they do here. When she says CNN is objective news.
Unmute it. Oh, you did. Wow.
He really has struggled with how to go after someone who's 20 years younger than him, who is a different gender, a different race. It's kind of been this moment where.
So basically, what we're watching here. Look, Garrett, I didn't even ask you to pause it, Garrett. I didn't get mad. Right. Look at that. So basically, obviously, she's doing the playbook of fucking the liberal fucking propaganda media, and she's gonna shit on fucking Trump and be like, he doesn't know what he's doing. Fucking, she hired Frankie to take down the fucking to just fuck up the Elon Musk thing yesterday. So she's just chapter and verse and fucking what's his name, who's so used to spoon feeding it. Watch this.
He has not been able to coalesce around a single attack line.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. No, I know. CNN makes a. I know
Is that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess
Did the crowd really
Trump has
laugh?
kind of been thrown on his heels.
No, they really did.
They really did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, am I wrong? That's literally the moment where they're like,
That's funny.
I guarantee, is there a split second where they look up to see if there's an applause sign or whatever? But it's even laughable to them. So someone explain to me, do people just not trust their common sense anymore? If you're sitting there watching a show and a woman says something and you laugh at it, you giggle at it.
I laugh whenever a woman says anything.
I mean, so do they leave there and then say, all right, let's go back to listening to this woman? I don't understand that. Or, and I'm told, and you guys are in the biz. Garrett, you're in entertainment.
Yeah, I'm big in
Like,
the
don't they
biz.
pay most of these crowds now? Or is that just the view and shit?
Oh, do they? I don't know. The View pays the crowd?
I forget who I heard say it, but they pay a lot of the. I'm pretty certain. I mean, I'm certain. I don't know who, but they said they pay the audience at the View, which I can believe.
Well, you're
You know?
probably right, because you're right.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Colbert, people request tickets still.
Yeah. In fact, I know they do because I requested them once because I was going to go, and
Right. Heckle.
but I'm a cunt. And literally, I did it. I did it, and they that day they're like, "Yeah, we have an opening," and I pussied out. I'm like, I can't. I couldn't do it. I wanted.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say again? You're gonna stand up.
Liar, faggot. No, I don't know.
And what was and then you expected the whole crowd to stand up and applaud you as you were hauled
Like
out,
they do
right?
at Starbucks, Garrett. Tell them.
All the time.
They hear it.
Yeah, so instead of going on national television on a national televised show and setting the record straight on one of the biggest talk shows in the country, you went to a Starbucks and screamed at a freak about some kind of rights or something.
Marge, everything's terrible when you remember it right. No, I went to the Starbucks way before.
You were practicing.
Yeah. And then I figured I would take my talents to South Beach, and by that I mean 54th and Broadway, and I didn't because I didn't want to do it. I kind of fagged out. Didn't want it. Yeah. You would have done it, right, buddy?
Oh yeah, I would have done it. Well, so what is your point? That everybody knows that all these news media outlets are all biased some way or other? Is that the idea? That even the normal people are laughing at?
Yeah, I guess my point is that it's literally, and I think I'm using literally right in this case. It's literally laughable. The woman, he goes, well, CNN is objective news, and everyone laughed. And I don't think it was at CNN. I think it's the fact that Fox isn't objective news. No news is objective news, except the Epoch Times. So my question is what you're saying. It's like when they leave, where does their brain go and hide? When they leave and suddenly be like, I need a COVID. And I'm hoping these people aren't, maybe this was the one crowd in the past 6 years or however long that douchebag's been on that thought for themselves. But
they don't want objective news. They want news that makes them feel good.
Correct.
Okay.
So they know it's not objective, and they go to it to watch to make them feel good.
I disagree. Do you want news that I can honestly say, you know what? I want news that makes me feel good, Garrett, but there's no news that makes me feel good. I've said this. If I'm watching CNN.
Did you hear Dr. Fauci died?
That's wonderful news. Well, that's the kind of news I want, but I'm saying when I'm watching news on television, which I don't.
But the Epoch Times articles don't make you feel good because they back up what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, they aggravate the fuck out of me, the Epoch Times article. You understand? All
right, ready for this? I have I call it the comfortable corollary. And I just made it up. I know you love your corollaries. So many corollaries, you'll get a coronary. The comfortable corollary is that I'm just making up as I talk. Is I think if you have we're not normal people. That's Garrett. We're not normal people. I don't know if you knew that, Gene. And I think the average person with a comfortable life, with a kid and a mortgage and their favorite comedian is fucking Bert Kreischer, some fucking hack. And, they just want things to stay as they are. That's why most people with comfortable lives, I feel like, vote for the party line. They just want to keep for Kamala. Oh, Kamala's great. Because they don't give a shit about what's actually going on. They just wanted to keep banging on what they're doing. They don't want anything to change because they don't benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. How does that make you comfortable?
They don't care the deep state's running everything. They don't care about any of this.
They're obtuse because
but they just want to keep raising their kids and not have to worry. They're not trying to make a change. But they want to live out their 70 years and not fucking care about making things right. They just want to, keep doing what they're doing, growing their pension. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying I think that is the issue.
I don't think you are saying it's right. But I'm saying
it's not me.
Like I've said this countless times. And I think any normal person would be like this, like knowing what's going on in the world, okay? Knowing how much more fucking groceries cost. Oh my God. So today, no news makes me comfortable. For example, if I'm watching CNN and they say, well, there was an insurrection January 6th, or I'm watching CNN and they're like, fucking the vaccine saved millions of lives. That does not make me comfortable, okay? Now let's say I'm watching Fox News and they're like, there was no insurrection January 6th. Or they say, they lied about the vaccine and it's hurting people. That doesn't make me comfortable because I'm like, all right, I know that's true and nothing's going on. And the other side, they're lying and fucking they're letting it go on. So no news makes me comfortable. And here's some fucking wonderful news. Today, I'm outside, oh my God, let's see what Max Loads says. Max Loads, you're in hot water with Gino, STENCIL, and Garrett. Yo, Loads?
Yo, no, I was listening yesterday. My phone cut out as soon as they said that the BitTorrent would work. So I was listening today, and I was listening to what STENCIL just said, and I am that guy, and I am concerned because I want my kids to have what we had. So I don't want Kamala Harris to win in that whole crew. But I think there actually might be something to what he said because those people are all working and doing what they're doing, and they're too busy with that to be concerned. So you're just like, all right, whatever.
No,
that could be.
But this is what I don't understand. Then I would be even more so concerned if I had kids like you. If I had kids that I wanted to
I'm very concerned. As I said, it's more important that in 5 years my kids can buy a house than some woman in Texas can get an abortion. Yeah. I don't know. Just that's more important to me.
Yeah. So again, how do you watch any of the news now and be comfortable? Like, especially when
I'm not comfortable. I try not to watch it.
So you're saying just ignore it?
No, well, if you want to be sane, that might be the easier thing to do.
Yeah, but no news makes me comfortable, and you'll love this. So today, Max Loads and Garrett and Steve, I walk outside.
I'm Jim,
and I'm having a cigar. I'm like, you know what I haven't done, and it's literally a 10-minute walk from here. A 10-minute walk. I go
German automatic.
No, oh Pete, please. My fucking clutch went. I'm like, let me go over to Randall's Island because Randall's Island is literally a 10-minute walk from here. So I walk across first. I go over the bridge. I'm in Randall's Island, and what's the first thing I see?
Blacks.
Ron Bennington.
Randall Cunningham.
I agree with what STENCIL said about that.
About blacks?
More and more of that. No, you clown.
But by the way,
people with COVID coming back.
Yeah.
And more people wearing masks. And by the way, the real thing with the test is the guy who invented the test they use said it's not a good test for COVID.
Where is that guy?
I don't know how they know they have it.
Where is that guy? He's dead. They killed him.
He's dead.
And by the way, circling back, fucking STENCIL fucking nailed it. Blacks. Because you know what fucking blacks intense? Because they fucking set up a migrant city right fucking literally 15 minutes from where I live in Randall's Island. There's about fucking 20 or 30 tents and oodles more blacks running around or whatever they are.
Oodles of blacks, my favorite cereal.
What is it?
Oodles of blacks. I used to have that when I got home from school for their snack. And then
They made the milk gray.
Somebody's in your house.
Actually, the milk never showed up. They went out for the milk and they never came back. So that's the Niggly's menu. All right, big brother. I'll let you go back to fucking being comfortable watching Fox News.
I'm not comfortable with Fox News, please. As soon as they called Arizona, we were out on that.
Yeah.
Is he going back to school? Gene, when's he going back to school? Is he done with his 5 months off?
What's
No,
that?
he's retired, Jim.
Oh,
he's just cashing a check.
He's cashing a pension check for working
With
8
full
months
health
a year.
insurance and everything.
All right, look,
yeah.
I got too much going on. I just got a text from Frankie McDonald saying you send me the link right now. It's not time yet. Jesus Christ. Frankie's a busy fucking man.
He's got a lot to deny.
But yeah, so honey, be careful at night because they might fucking they might learn how to use the bridge. The water is all that
they're
separates
just keeping
us
them.
now.
Now, are these government issue tents or are these like nice REI North Face?
They're REI. I don't know how these guys came over with these wonderful fucking REI tents that are spiked into the ground.
They all the same tent?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They're mostly the same.
Did
What
you
is that?
document it?
What's that?
Did you film it? You could have gone viral.
Yeah, why don't you go live?
I fucking have the video. Let me see if I can fucking what's that? Hold on.
Somebody's yelling in your house.
Hold on.
You got the fire on? It's fucking August.
Well, yeah, but this is a country fire.
Huh?
I didn't even know. Like, I was shocked. Let's see if it works. Attach file. Nope, I can't.
Yeah,
find
Gina Marie says oodles of blacks goes good with grape soda.
Share. Gmail.
This is the show.
Oh, they exceed. All right. I'll upload it to my
Just hold it up to the screen. That's what I do on my shitty show. I don't even bother screen sharing.
I'm going to be professional. I'm going to upload it to my Dropbox. That's what I'm going to do. How's that for fucking professionalism? Dick pic, not my dick. Love that bit.
You know who I was hanging out with allegedly this last weekend? Remember Ben Bankus? He was on your show.
Is he Canadian?
Canadian, very. He agrees with us. Let's leave it at that. He would fit in well here, and it was fun watching him make people uncomfortable all weekend. Very good egg.
Really?
Go see him if he's in your town, folks. He's doing a tour right now.
Ben Bankus was on.
It's hilarious.
He's really tight with Aaron, right? He came on In Hot Water.
Yeah, talk to him about that briefly. He knows Aaron. It's not like tight with him, but yeah, he was on. I first saw him on this show. That's what we were talking about, and then we were just whatever. But
yeah,
that's all. I was trying to buy you time.
Well, please, if I want to buy time, I'll just read Frankie's messages. Hey, Gino, you send me a link right now. He also said I did not cause the 4.4 magnitude earthquake in Los Angeles. That's what we opened the show with, Garrett. It was a real banger. Did you see it?
I saw it.
I got to talk to Frankie. I heard there's a mega quake forecasted for Japan. Did that already pass, or is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Frankie, go look it up before you come on.
I don't have the mega quake. I have. Oh, no. This was the video of him saying he didn't start the fire.
These your DMs that you're doxing him?
Yeah, Marcus Chandler, Shane Ogden, Sean Riley. Why do people like yesterday? Our buddy and I love him. I sent Frankie the link, and fucking people copied it, and they were sneaking in.
My DMs are all sex bots trying to get.
By the way,
pry my money from my cold dead hands. Sometimes they get you.
This is I forgot about this video. Like, we talked about this too. Like, remember how we said this is the NFL thing, how like every like highlight in the old days would be a penalty. Like, someone put this up on fucking Instagram. It's literally that. It's the old NFL Today, and it said almost every clip in this is a penalty in 2024.
45. Brown. 45. Hot.
Flag.
Here we go.
Flag. That's you in your car, Gene. Is that your clutch there? Is that the little gearbox in the Sonic? How many of these guys are saying the N-word during these games?
Let's see how this video turned out.
Talk about oodles of blacks.
The milk turns gray. Hold on.
Yeah, I just watched the 1979 Super Bowl, and
where?
On YouTube. It was Steelers versus the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Roger Staubach got destroyed 100 times, but just kept getting up. And it was like after the play kind of thing. And Terry Bradshaw too. It was insane.
I'm pretty sure that's the first time I really watched football. I think I remember watching that at my Uncle Nate's house on a Sunday. Like Tony Dorsett. That was Dorsett, right?
Yeah, I think it was his first year. Yeah.
All right, let's see if this works. You want to see the video? Hold on, I'm making it big. My Dropbox fucking flies, dude. It is fucking incredible. Lying, of course.
Lucy Lipschitz. I saw you were watching her video.
No, that's just a screen grab somebody sent.
Oh.
I thought that was fucking great. Look at that. Look at me. Let's see how this comes out. Make it big. Can you see it? Here we go.
Here we go.
Sound.
Now set it up, Gene. Hold on. Now this is you at Randall's Island.
Randall's Island.
Okay.
And I'm just walking.
Time, day.
What's that? This is about, I'm going to say around 1, maybe 12:30ish.
Okay.
All right. And I'm just, like, let me just go. Take
Beautiful
my
day.
Coffee, have my cigar, read my book. I'm reading an old journal. Do that and just.
You're reading your own journal?
I read old journals.
Your own journal?
My own journal. 2016, I grabbed. West Coast Chino shit. Right? The birth of In Hot Water.
Hold on.
All right,
Hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Right here, buddy.
So hold on. You could read any book in the world and you read your own journals.
I try to read books,
Are you like putting together like a memoir or something?
No, I'm not putting together a memoir or anything. Maybe if I read it, I'll get to the point like I should put together a memoir, but that's
usually
not
that's something you do like in your angle of repose at the end of your days when you're, on the golden years and looking back.
I disagree.
You reading a journal from 3 years ago?
No, this one's from 8 years ago. And I disagree. I think, although they say Camus knew that he was going to be famous because he kept his journals, and then people, people would fucking print them, Like, I think I have a couple here. No, look at this.
Are you reading them because they're interesting? Are you I'm just curious.
Look at that.
I thought that was you.
Notebooks 42 to 51. Just random stuff. By the way, here's a picture of me. This was my bookmark. I haven't read this in ages. This is a picture of me on the Andrea Gale. Remember the movie The Perfect Storm?
Sure.
This is not the Andrea Gale. It's the boat that they played The Perfect Storm in. It's too glared. Sorry, but look how young I was. Can you even see me?
How'd you get on that?
I did PA work.
Huh.
When I was in Delaware before I came up here. All right. So where were we? Oh, yeah. So
Randall's
again, like I have all these. I have fucking a dozen or two journals because I've been journaling since I moved up to New York. So it's good to go back and see where you were and stuff.
All right. I'm just curious.
I mean,
Wait,
I can't sit and read another book.
There's a bridge that goes to Randall's Island.
Yeah, it's like I'm telling you, it's directly east of our apartment.
Is it like a walking bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No cars.
What's that?
No cars.
No cars.
Huh. So you don't have to take the tram?
No, I'm telling you. Does the tram go to Randall's Island?
Yeah, I think so.
Walking bridge to Randall's Island. Images. Look at this. There it is. See it?
Nope.
I didn't bring it up. Dope. Sorry. All right, look. Here we go. Walking bridge to Randall's Island. This is literally...
Oh, yeah. I know that thing. Disgusting.
Yeah. This is where... Oh, yeah. That's when it's up. No one cares.
Is it an elevator? Oh, I see.
Yeah. Honest to God. Open image in new tab. Boom, boom. This is where... I'm telling you, this is literally where I come in. Right here. Fucking walk here. And right here. Do you see this? Right there? Littered with tents. But don't take my word for it. Let's take a look.
Correspondent on the ground, Gino Bisconti, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm thinking of Roosevelt Island. That's true. Oh, not Randall's Island.
I played lacrosse on Randall's Island.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's a bridge.
We're not seeing it.
Well, I'm still looking at a walking bridge. But I am looking at it. And
Hello?
we go live.
I wanted to see
Gino
it. What do you
Bisconti.
mean? Oh, God, I didn't share the tab.
There you go.
And
Now we go
unmute it.
live to Gino Bisconti and Randall's
Guys could have
Island.
told me.
Gino, what's going on in Randall's Island?
All right, take two. Thank you,
hi.
buddy. Means a lot.
I didn't see you there. Just left my house today and said I haven't walked over to Randall's Island in forever.
Look at the tents.
Not sure how long forever is, but it's long enough for them to set up fucking migrant camps here. Jesus
You see them? Look.
I see.
Christ, did you know this? Some back fucking.
Look at this. You see? You can really see it here.
Ever. Not sure how
All right, you see those? Look, and they're all the same tent.
long forever is, but it's long enough for them to set up
Look at those.
fucking migrant camps here. Jesus Christ, did you know this? Some back fucking yard.
Look at that.
Unbelievable. Look at this shit. Did you? Oh, please.
That shouldn't concern us. That shouldn't be like, what are we doing? What are they doing with our money?
Wow. Just fucking wow.
That's literally 10 minutes from where we live.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's now. Where were the people? Were there people in the tents? Were there people littering the whole park? Or
There's people in the literally when you go over that was the wrong literally, but you come over the bridge and it's like an encampment. They set up a little town. They're selling fucking
Churros.
coffee and fucking croissants and shit. It's like, and one got you lighters and fucking vapes. It's like, what kind of carnival town is this?
They sell vapes?
Yeah.
Yes, Jim. Honest to God, they sell vapes.
Do they shake a plastic bag like they do with the churros?
I didn't stick it. Look at this. I'm going to go Randall's Island. What comes right up? Randall's Island Migrant Shelter. Share this tab instead. Police. Man stabbed in abdomen outside Randall's Island Migrant Shelter. That's a nice one. That was August 12th. That was days ago. That was literally 2 days ago. That was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Could have been you. That would have
Yeah.
A man would say after he was stabbed in the abdomen during a dispute on Randall's Island, 10:30 in the morning, Sunday outside the shelter. This was the second incident to happen in just a matter of weeks, which is run for about 3,000 adults.
It's a
Just
lot.
last week, they swept the shelter looking for drugs and weapons. More ads, Spectrum. Go away. 2 weeks ago, an innocent bystander who was staying at the shelter was shot and killed. 2 other people, they're fucking animals. This is
How
what
did they get guns?
I'd love to see. You are you not reading this? Wasn't this
Nope.
on? Fuck
Nope.
me. Not like it
There
matters.
you go.
2 weeks ago, an innocent bystander was shot and killed. 2 other injured. Police then impounded cars and mopeds, probably ones with new clutches I could use, linked to migrants. No arrests were made. No arrests. But yeah,
Garrett
this is a
can't
great
believe
fuck.
it.
I'll say it again. When me and Keanu went to fucking South Carolina for fucking Father's Day, after the 3rd day, I'm like, I don't know how Anthony has anything to do with New York City anymore. And days later, he wouldn't. But why would you? This is a shithole. This is a fucking disgrace. The 26-year-old man was taken to Harlem Hospital in stable condition. There's no word on what led to the dispute. Fucking animals. That's what led to the dispute. Here we go. Randall's Island Migrant Shelter. This is yesterday as well. Plagued by unauthorized tents, trash, human waste.
Because you were there.
Right.
At the
Good one, Garrett.
state-funded. I'm going to take a shit. I'm going there tomorrow and taking a shit. I might not have the balls to fucking disrupt fucking Stephen Colbert's show, but I will go there and I'll take a huge fucking dump and I'll send
I'm
it.
sure they'll notice.
I'll use my booth boy privilege and I'll film that and send it to you.
What's this guy doing? Putting
Making tea.
oodles of
Making
blacks?
By the way, look at this. Fox's least ever spoke with officials who said you're likely to see half-naked men bathing by water fountains, trash, and illegal mopeds. Fucking unbelievable.
I love those
wait,
things.
now
They
we
drive
know
like go-karts.
That shooting was a retaliation, guys. Aren't you happy to know that?
What does it take to face cancer with confidence?
No one cares.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh, she's talking about cancer. I don't know.
What's it take to face it with? I mean,
Oh, that guy just drawing dick pics and showing.
do we even believe in cancer anymore? If Ski Mask has pancreatitis, here we go.
Ski
I
mask.
don't know if you could play this.
Last night, a number of
Yeah,
those
probably can't.
Really?
Probably can, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Ski
Thank you,
Mask is sober. Ski Mask is going on 3 weeks sober. He hallucinated for 3 days and thought people were in his house. He told us a story.
What?
He was DTs, and he had severe hallucinations to the point where he was texting people, asking them where they went, and they like, I was never there. We covered the whole thing on the last Ski Mask Collective. Feel free to check it out, folks.
They say alcohol is the most dangerous drug to get off of.
Sure, he had his fourth seizure.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. Bit his tongue again. Woke up covered in blood, and proceeded to hallucinate in his trailer by himself for days.
Another violent incident happened right outside the mega migrant shelter on Randall's Island yesterday. Not easy, said Abdullah, who has lived in the crowded tent for the past 4 months. So much people with different characters, and sometimes they have the fight. It was right outside Field 82, where police said a 26-year-old was stabbed. African and Latin fighting together. Sometimes they fight about bath, food, something like that. Jesus Christ. Sources told Pix that the victim is a shelter resident. It remains unclear what led to the stabbing, but many of those who live there said things get heated very often. Take that down. It has to do with the fact mainly the shelter is very, very large. Unbelievable by Gino. That's awful.
Race wars, sounds like.
Oh, my God. I got so worked up, I forgot to send Frankie the fucking link. Motherfucker.
Yeah,
Is Frankie in the chat? Frankie, I'm coming, buddy. If Frankie were here, he would stop this. I wonder, I don't know why, but my messenger page doesn't work quickly. I didn't know that. So that's going on right under our nose. Am I the only one that doesn't know this stuff? Did anyone know?
No, I didn't know that, but I mean, unfortunately, I'm not surprised. Yeah. Just stuffing them wherever they can.
Glad they're stuffing them up by you.
Yeah. Well, you send me the link right now. Sending it, buddy. I won't even put it online so people can't see it. There you go. There you go. Frankie has the link. Now we let the world come to us. Jesus. That really is fucking annoying. All right. But when Yang said fucking a host on Saturday Night Live made the cast cry, that's kind of... What? I need coffee. Fucking, I'm low on coffee. Are we literally just waiting for Frankie now? Is that what goes on?
It's your show. I don't fucking know. What do you want? You want me to play with my ball?
Oh, no,
again?
no,
I
you're
got
right.
A ball here. Yay! I got a ball. Yay! Let's do that. Hey! Whoa! Whoa!
I'm still taking it back from the fucking... I'll tell you what. While we're waiting for Frankie, this will make you happy. We'll play while we wait for Frankie, we'll play the next best thing, Mario Bosco. How's that? Would you like that?
You love him.
A fan sent me this. He's talking about meeting.
Yeah, gee, what the fuck? Your mother.
He met Paulie Walnuts apparently outside Pips. Oh, God damn it. Everything's fucking difficult with this shit. Instagram. I just suck at doing Instagram.
Hey, Tony, how are you? I hear there's a show, an Italian show called The Sopranos.
Try it one more time. There you go.
An Italian show called The Sopranos.
Why is it
muted again?
I know it mutes when it refreshes, right?
Whoa, 17 likes. Somebody's doing well.
Oh, you hit the like button, you coward.
It's no 11 million views, but by the way, that post topped out at 11 million views. My volleyball tweet.
Congrats.
Thanks.
And well, then they come to find out that was a night game.
Yeah, I never really cared.
I would pass by OTB, off-track betting.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Be out there with the
So
sun
knowledgeable,
visor, like the
baby.
thing you put in the car. Hey, Tony, how are you? I hear there's a show, an Italian show called The Sopranos. He wouldn't help me.
The way you described him in life is how he was in the show. Like, it just sounds like...
We're in front of...
See, we need to all channel our inner Mario Bosco. This guy went up to Paulie Walnut and said, hey, I hear you're on The Sopranos. I'd like to be on it. Is that what he said?
I don't know if he
Pips
said he
Comedy
wants to be
Club.
on it.
And he came out and he gave me a kick in the ass with the side of his shoe. Let me tell you something right now. I don't care who he was on the streets. You don't put your hands on nobody. And I know a lot of Italians used to do that as like a love tap. I don't know where they got that idea.
They did.
Because he kicks me in the ass. I crack him with a bottle.
You did?
No. He was very witty with words, the way he spoke, but he was nice, you know?
Welcome, mama's boy. You're kicking off $4 grand.
Crack him with a bottle.
Right, there you
Tony Sirico came from my neighborhood. I would pass by OTB, off-track betting.
Yeah.
Be out
Why
there.
is it funny when he tells us OTB is off-track betting? Why is that funny, Frankie?
He'd be a good jockey.
I'm doing great so far. I have made it. Things are going great so far.
He made it.
You did, Frankie. You made it, buddy. We were watching Mario Bosco. Remember him? He used to do In Hot Water in the studio.
Things going really well so far on my side.
Frankie, I
You
feel
ever
like
hear of
you're
this
watching-
Italian show called The Sopranos, Frankie?
Yeah.
Sopranos. I saw Sopranos TV show when I was young.
What do you think of the ending?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Sopranos.
right.
So,
What'd you think of the ending, Frankie?
don't know.
That's it. Nobody did that.
Remember when everything went Randall's Island? I mean, black.
Hey, Gino, you're wearing the Minnesota Wild hat because Aaron Steele toes from there.
Oh,
And
boy.
it's not why I'm wearing
This
it.
guy gets right to the cuts to the quick of the issues. What's
That
going
is
on with
not
that?
why I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it
He has the
because
Steele toes from Minnesota.
he really is.
That is why you're wearing it. Good call,
that?
Frankie.
By the way, Frankie, are you calling it shout out? By the way, shout out Courtney Brooke. Is she back on Sports Mass?
I'm Courtney Broke. I'm doing great so far.
I mean, at least she wasn't saying hi.
I haven't got that far, but probably, absolutely. People love her. She's hot, obviously, and she knows nothing about sports, which is why she's perfect for the sports show.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I thought Steve was on for a while. He knows a lot about sports. He was also perfect.
Steve will be back. We're technically in the off season. I'm throwing up just constant content because we're content kings over at Ski Mask Media. But the real show starts when football starts. So that's when all the big wigs like Steve Conti and Julio and White Julio will start showing. Victor will start showing up again. But
Yeah,
Courtney-
I'm fairly certain that when football season starts, we're going to do the football show at the Drew once a week, right? Can we pull that off, Garrett?
Maybe, but you know, Drew
Gino,
doesn't
you're
seem that
searching
reliable.
Hey, Gino, you're searching for a new studio successor to Compound Media.
Yeah, Frankie, do you have something in mind? Maybe we could come up. Do you want me and Carl? By the way, Carl, that's who I'm trying to line up for Monday at Drew's couch. Should we come by your place, Frankie, and we could all sleep over?
No, not true.
Yeah, wait, what about your dad's studio?
Yeah, oh, there you
He
go.
writes his own music. He makes his own music and things
Yeah,
like
where's his studio? Can we use his? Do you mind? Can you call him and ask him if we could use his studio?
that.
Just
Did
one
you
day
hear
a
what
week.
I got
I mean,
something
we
to
promote
say?
him all the fucking time.
Garrett and Steve could be taking Anthony Cumia's place as the boss of the studio.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yep.
that's right. Breaking news.
Yeah, tell them what else we're gonna do with the studio, Frankie.
That means Anthony Cumia's show could join, and Wet Spot could join, and Don Jameson's show could join. Eric Nagel, Will Conley will join.
There you go.
And Morning will join.
Morning.
21 Guns.
Whoa.
Yeah, just bring it all
I don't
back.
know if I want to get Anthony Cumia though in the network. He's taking another day off today. You know, that's not a good work
I
ethic.
might get Eric Nagel and Brian Johnson.
Yeah, he's off. I think he's flying back home.
So wait, he was in. I don't understand. Like he was in town, but then he's back and he's gone to Rochester for DabbleCon.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
don't know.
like that's the thing. It's like I dabbled in the idea of. I'm like, why would I go to DabbleCon? You know, like Anthony's like, hey, come by, we'll have some drinks. I'm like, but if I go to DabbleCon, what am I doing there? Other than
Having fun with Anthony.
I would have fun with Anthony anywhere else. Maybe I'll bug him next week and we have to go to Charleston for food tasting for the wedding. But I want, like, I really am. I can honestly say and fucking STENCIL, like, I'm done with it. Done with it. Like, I don't even know what goes on on anything there anymore. Like, I don't even enjoy my Lost Interest clips anymore. It's like so distasteful to me, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we've been over it, but yeah, I've been not distancing because I don't give a shit, but I just don't give it. I haven't cared for some weeks now, and I haven't missed anything.
But if I can justify, like, and I said countless times, and I know, and Garrett and Steve would always be like, why? Like, I still hear you and Steve going like, why do you care? And, you know, I didn't yell at you, be like, you need to care. Was I not? I was always just, I'm like, I wish I couldn't care. Like, I never said you two are idiots. I was so jealous. I'm like, I wish I couldn't care. And this Steel Toe thing's the last straw because, like, my Google memories, fucking, it came up a year ago. We went out there to see them. We literally hung out with these fucking idiots, and they were normal people.
I'm not even trolling. Can you? I don't pay attention to anything. What can you briefly update us on what happened with the Steel Toe thing?
They started
not on good terms anymore.
They started doing drugs with kids, and then fucking. Ooh. I said I'm sick of not with kids. They started doing drugs with each other, with kids in the house, and wife swapping, and at first, like, I think I'm numb to it, and I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what's going on, but what's his name calls up, oh, my wife left me. I'm like, I'll fucking fill in for her. I never asked for money. And then he just starts talking like while the studio's shutting down, he starts talking on his show like I'm calling him every 5 minutes, confiding what's going on. But I never called once and did know.
You did something to your mic again.
Tap your mic.
I'm throwing it. How about now?
There you go.
I'm throwing this mic in the fucking garbage when it's probably this laptop because it's old and I'm too much of a piece of shit to fucking handle my stuff. And by the way, Frankie drinks. Did you go get green D, Frankie?
Yeah, you did.
I did not get green tea at all.
Yeah, you got green D, William says.
D? And did you hear about this? Chrissy Mayer's doing great so far.
He's learned to just ignore us. So my point is, and Garrett,
I have heard that, Frankie. Thank you.
This ties into what I'm saying, Garrett. And I, again, please feel free to make fun of me. I never said I was right. Always wish I didn't care. But I would say I knew these people, and it drives me insane that they've become these people. That's why I always say, like, the puppet, the potato, the orange, at least I can understand them being guys that used to, like, the potato watches old Artie Lang shows, and sometimes he'll, like, mention me. Like, these are guys that liked comedians, and now they're, like, making fun of how they've become. And Steel Toe's the same thing. I didn't think he was in it, and then he fucking took it over. And he's another guy that I was normal to. I was friends with, and I tried to be friends with him, and then it just got insane, and then I get dragged into it again. I'm like, what did I do? So it's like I can't even watch it. I don't even comment.
So he was talking a bit out of pocket, as the kids say about you.
Yeah, but it's like, why? For nothing other than attention. It's like,
right.
And I want nothing to do with it, and I get sucked into it, and I'll say it again. I'm a victim. No, I'm kidding. Just for being friends with the guy. For fucking going out to Minnesota, for hosting, for being a part of his show, for when he calls me up crying that his wife's leaving him, saying, me and Keanu both going, no worries, we're your friend, we'll co-host for you, you know, and then suddenly it's like I'm done with all of it. You can't be nice to fucking people, right?
A fair weather friend,
Frankie. Am I right? You can't be nice to people, right?
People have to be nice to each other.
That's right, Frankie. You know who's real? You know who's a nice one? I'll tell you who's a nice one. And Jim, you're gonna love this.
Courtney Brooks.
Your father, Frankie. He's got a new song out, right?
Yes.
What's it called, Frankie?
Beautiful
it's
day.
Found on the SoundCloud. A mystic mist.
Beautiful world.
Beautiful world.
Wow.
Would you like? And 3 people have liked it. Oh wait, I'm not logged in. I just broke it. All right, hold on.
Right.
Would you like to hear it, Jim?
Yes.
I would love to hear it. I'm sure it's a totally new sound that we've never heard before and going to be real different vibes here.
Here we go.
It's a beautiful world.
Nope. Same exact thing. Same exact thing as every other. It's a beautiful world and I love this world and the world is beautiful.
There's another one called Rising Star. Would you like
and
that
I
one?
love this world.
And you know this one, right? Now listen. What's this one? Rising Star. That's a different one, right, Frankie?
Yeah. Yes, it
Definitely
is
different. Ready, folks? Definitely different sound, right? And I love this world. Wait,
Actually, I was confusing. When it's stormy. That one. That's a different one, right, Frankie?
Yes.
Definitely different.
Here we go.
It's storming, when it's storming, when it's storming.
It's storming and it's storming and there is. I gotta put some coffee on and eat my oodles of blacks.
He's just putting these out. And 29 days ago, Sunshine.
Pumping them out. Any comments on any of these?
You know this is different because this one's when it's stormy. Complete opposite. You want to hear Sunshine Coast?
Oh yeah, this is the juxtaposition to when it's stormy, obviously. So totally different sound coming here.
Here we go. All right.
It's getting hot. Ooh, I like this. Is a jam of the summer, Frankie.
Oh, that's good stuff. When can we expect the next? When can we expect the next one from your dad, Frankie?
That means he's working on his more songs.
I bet he is. Now, they all start out kind of promising and then immediately within 2 seconds just go to hammering wildly on the strings, it sounds like. Is that how he makes these?
He writes his own songs. He does a lot of work. He writes his own songs on his SoundCloud. He writes
no doubt about that.
He plays guitar.
No doubt it.
It's like the Monkees trying to write Hamlet or whatever. Like he's just trying to put out 1,000 songs and hopefully one will just luckily turn into a hit.
Anyone with big likes there, Gene, or big comment engagement?
I don't think so. Let me take a look. I took it down, but I'll take a peek.
The only comments are Frankie saying it's a good song and then him saying, "Thank you, son. I love you."
Yeah. That's.
When was the last time you talked to your dad, Frankie?
I was talking to him earlier today. He's still
nice.
so far.
Good. What do you guys talk about, Frankie?
Yeah.
How about he writes his own SoundClouds and things like this? He writes a lot of songs.
What was that?
He calls up to plug for Frankie.
Wait, you told him what you're writing to Santa Claus, you said?
No,
he writes his own songs on the SoundCloud.
Oh, I think okay.
I don't see comments. I don't see comments anywhere. There's 2 likes.
I just released a new song, Frankie. Go like and follow.
I don't see any comment.
Right. Well, folks, get over to that SoundCloud page. Throw it a like. Throw a comment in there.
Oh, wait. Here you go. I found a link. Here's like all the comments. Let's take a peek. Some great ones there. We got thanks. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for listening and the positive feedbacks. Hello from Halifax. Safe and sound blowing up.
Nice.
It's just a lot of thanks. It seems like thanks, not a lot of feedback. Thank you, Frankie. There you go. Thanks. I appreciate you having a listen, Frankie. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, my son. There's a lot of that stuff.
Wholesome content there.
Good shit going on. Yeah, there you go.
Frankie, do you know about this mega earthquake predicted for Japan?
Yeah, they're saying this on the internet and things like this because Japan had a foreshock. It's going to be a mega quake anytime. Going to happen anytime soon in Japan possible.
Do you want to predict right here, right now, when it will be?
It's going to happen anytime soon, but it's unpredictable. We can't predict earthquakes.
But I thought that's what you did on your webpage, Frankie.
You've done it before. Why can't you just do it again?
We can't predict earthquakes. The earthquakes are too unpredictable. I just said it on a YouTube video.
Frankie, do you have any...
Gotcha, Gene.
Wow. By the way, Frankie, I've been spending a lot of time complaining about, the migrants and everything, and I hate what they're doing here. And now I come to find out, Frankie, that you're part of the problem. Are you running with Kamala Harris in the upcoming election?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't?
I weren't at all.
So why have I just been offered this T-shirt, Frankie? Why
somebody made it? There's a lot of guys out there.
Right.
Photoshops to my face on somebody else's body.
Frankie, that's you and Kamala Harris.
That's edited. It's
and he's playing up the black card with that afro too.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Somebody edited for Photoshop my face on somebody else's body.
And they're bleeding.
$500 Canadian.
Well, he's right about that. Look at that. $500 Canadian.
Collector.
You nailed it, Frankie.
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody did a Photoshop software.
How's it a Photoshop?
A lot of guys up there.
How's it a Photoshop? When you literally just told me it costs 500 Canadian, Frankie. I don't even get that.
$500 Canadian. There's a lot of guys buying them at Best Buy and Staples.
Well, how can I buy? Can I buy it in the U.S. and how much? What is 500? How much is the shirt in the United States?
That's a lot in American currency. And wait a minute, it's a software that costs $500 Canadian. People buy them at Best Buy, buy them at Staples, they buy them at the electronics.
I can get that shirt at Best Buy.
Watch this, Jim. Watch this. But in this economy, Frankie, who the hell? Like the only person that could do this, if it's not true, would be someone with $500 Canadian. Who the hell do we know with $500 Canadian?
There's a lot of guys out there.
Sure are. Mostly in Asbury Park, New Jersey, I found out.
Frankie. There's a lot of holes in your story, buddy. That's all I'm saying. By the way, we take you live to Jim's McDonald's shit today. There you go. How's that, buddy?
Pretty much. Yeah, I was excited to get McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in months and months. I'm so off brand.
We haven't had McDonald's
I paid
in a while,
dearly. I paid dearly all day today.
That should be a good thing, but I'm actually complaining. you know, Garrett, when we order McDonald's at 4 a.m, fucking and more. Let me tell you, it costs about 3 car repairs. That's what it costs me.
It's worth it though, right?
It is until this point. Then it's.
Are you taking your supercar to Charleston?
No, we're flying down to Charleston.
Oh, okay. You don't want to take it out on the open road? Let her open her up?
Maybe we'll drive it down for the wedding. I'm kidding.
What non-traditional food are you guys trying?
Yeah, what are we? By the way, do you remember Darren Polkowitz?
Made up
Any Jews in here?
Darren Polkowitz is this guy. He's been on the show a couple times. He gave me a book about wrestling. It's somewhere in my fucking archives, but I get
under all your diaries, probably.
Jesus Christ, I better be careful and step on our picture. I get a message from him, and he goes, "Hey Gino, thinking of doing a lighthearted article on the Dabbleverse based on Q&A with some folks, fans, and participants. Would you want to answer a few questions?" Oh my God. No, I can't get sucked into that. It's like, whatever. You tell him to cope. They built a Whataburger in my town. It ain't been to McDonald's in a month, and my wallet is hurting.
All right. Never been to Whataburger. Is it good? I assume it is.
I can't imagine what. I don't think I've ever been to Whataburger either, but it's pretty. I miss it. Great. There you. Ooh, nicely done.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nicely
just
done.
For Jessica.
Yeah, just for you, girl.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I think we covered everything, right? Fucking, I didn't talk about Bowen Yang said somebody hurt his feelings. Bowen Yang says SNL host made multiple cast members cry. That's all you need. There's no crying in SNL. Oh, and that's an
Who made them cry?
What's that?
Who made them cry?
He didn't say. He was on Andy Cohen's show, and they were playing some game, and it came up, and it's like, what's the worst SNL story thing?
But what's the point if he doesn't say a name?
He didn't want to name names, but according to Deadline, Bowen Yang, he was asked, the Emmy Award nominee recounted some of the worst behavior he's seen from a celebrity host on the NBC sketch comedy show without naming names, as he recently appeared on What Happens Live. This man, this person, this host made multiple cast members cry on Wednesday before the table read because he hated the idea, said Yang, while playing Truth or Kink with his Las Culturistas podcast co-host Matt Rogers. So him and some other gay dude were on with Andy Cohen, who, by the way, I like that show. I don't watch it, but we've been known to watch but he basically said, "Fuck." That was his dirt. It's like, well, they made us cry. They made people cry. How? It's like that. That's like there's no crying in baseball, right? You can't cry at the table read. Not like I've ever been at one.
But like, who cares if you don't name who it is? Did they try to figure it out?
No.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like, who could it be that would make them cry?
By the way, look at this. I can't even watch him anymore. Like, I was so painful. Didn't even say his name. Was so painfully right about that disaster. Yeah. Thank you, Jim, for reminding us all. Like, it's good to just do shows and hang out and stuff. Now, what is next for Ski Mask?
Ski Mask himself or Ski Mask Media?
Ski Mask was on Wet Spot with Chrissy Mayer during Compound Media Days.
He
Really?
sure was. Yes, actually popped up in my. I think it was the first time we did it. It was me, Ski Mask, and Mead, and Figs was still the co-host the first time.
And whatever, Amy's doing great so far.
Damn right she is.
Sure she is.
Let me tell you.
I'm sure she is, buddy.
Yeah. No.
And
Ski
CBO
Mask
is also doing great these days too.
Sure
Yep.
she is. Old mustard tits Gigi. Remember I licked mustard off her tits.
What did you call her?
Old mustard tits, I call her lovingly. Remember I licked mustard off her new tits on Wet Spot, Tranky?
Oh,
Gigi's
yeah.
a really nice one.
It was honey mustard on her tits.
That
right?
was
She got to
her
a
big
wide
debut.
set
Her tit
mustard.
debut. It was me and Steve had the McDonald's eat off, and then I licked mustard off of her new breast. Ski Mask Media will be back this weekend. No, I have a weekend off of STENCIL Summer, and then we're going to Maine next week. Not a big deal. So Ski Mask Collective on YouTube.com, Ski Mask Media, constant content constantly being released. 2 new Patreons uploaded today. It never ends. $3 gets you everything, folks. Don't even watch it. Don't watch it at all. Just give us $3 because we're nice guys and never watch anything. I don't care. It's all the same to me.
Speaking of
Wow, I've never done this before.
You're muted.
You're completely muted. You're actually muted. Yeah.
I'm muted.
Dino's muted.
Thank you, Frankie. I don't know why they wouldn't tell me. Jesus Christ. I was trying to do a smooth thing because our boy, the
Can we
coach.
tell him he's not coming through his mic, or does it not matter?
Can you hear me now? Am I working?
You're working. It's
Oh.
not coming through your mic, though.
Yeah.
Are you fucking Jesus? All right, I'm done. I don't know how okay. Audio, default MacBook Air.
Nope.
Air. Somebody's doing well.
It's an old MacBook Air.
There you go. Barely hear you.
Can't hear you at all.
This is the big finish, folks.
It's not working. Are you muted?
Check your settings.
Better?
There
Yeah.
you go.
We're done. That's a fucking show. I'm done. Thanks. I mean, I can't fucking be bothered with this. I'm fucking done. Tonight I'm dropping another fucking triple distilled in hot water. And that's for the $10 tier. Until I find a place to fucking put them and move the fuck on with my life and get a microphone that fucking works. Frankie, your thoughts?
That means a microphone that works at there to get a new studio. It's going to be Compound Media version 2.0.
Yeah.
Manifest
Actually,
destiny.
3.0.
And Garrett and Steve will be the boss.
Whoa.
Tell him, Frankie.
That's right, Frankie.
Then you'll be reunited with the studio once again.
And it
Woo!
feels so good, Frankie. Until then, Drew is gallivanting around with the old TriCaster sitting in his basement. Ski Mask back up tomorrow. Garrett and Steve, as you see below, tonight, 8 p.m., finishing off the weed juice. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right. Sorry
Chugging
about
it.
my mic. Thank you for your patience. Triple distilled in hot water. Dance us off, everyone. That's in hot water. Later, people.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hold on, Frankie.